What's up guys, and welcome back to this channel. In today's video we're going to take a look at the Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy deluxe class, well not really deluxe class, but accessory pack, Tricranius Beast Power. And honestly this is a figure that I've been actually looking for a long time. I finally ordered it on Hasbro, so it took me a long time just to get this figure, and I am so happy that I got it. It is a direct repaint and carryover from the Kingdom Rectonite, and then it's done in a orange magma color, and it comes with blast effects. So I haven't opened the packaging just yet. I just want to show you how well the packaging looks like. We see some nice detailing on the front. Looking on the side of the packaging, we see the complete version of the Maximo logo with some leaves at the top, maybe a vine right here. Right here we see probably a tree branch with like a monkey or something up there with some branches, some tree vines and everything. Right here we get a little bit more detailing, and at the back we get a full-on tree, which actually looks really nice. I really wish they would have probably painted like an Autobot, or maybe even the figure itself like in the background or something, maybe giving it a little bit more life to it. But nevertheless, this figure is actually gonna be really cool. So for starters, let's just open this guy from the packaging and see what awaits us inside. So we're just gonna open that little area like so. Open this, and oh my goodness, this thing looks so cool. We get this nice amazing backdrop right here, which honestly they should be putting more often in their transformer boxes, like on the outside and in the inside, which it shows this figure Rectonite. And I mean Tricranius, and this figure actually looks so cool, the boxer, and just showing you the actual figure itself. Here it is. We have it inside this little cage thing, and then once we get this little boxer here, it does in fact have a lot of detailing right here, which looks really nice. I like how this view looks like. So we can see there's a lot of detailing on this box, so we're just gonna open it just like so. Once you open it like that, we have this little paper right here. We open the paper, that's one layer, and then when we open it, here we have all of the blast effect accessories all out of the packaging, and we can see that we get some of the Jetfire Siege accessories and some of the Omega Supreme blast effects. So I really do like how they use the same mold on some of them, but we can clearly see some of them, like these are direct like new mold. They're like really like these little short ones are actually new molds. So enough of taking a look at all of this. Now let's just get the figure out of the packaging and let's see what awaits us as all of this set. Before I show you how the figure looks like, I did want to show you, once you open the box and you take out the whole cardboard and everything which the figure was held in, you're gonna get instructions that do look like this. So they look like the War for Cybertron Kingdom instructions, and then you're gonna get this Maximo logo at the bottom, which honestly I am keeping the box to admire the artwork that Hasbro has done with this. So now that we have that out of the way, here we have Tricranius out of the packaging, and honestly this figure looks so good. He looks so amazing. I really do like how these fossilizer figures do look like. Comparing with the original Rectonite figure, hands down this figure absolutely wins. I really do like how that figure looks like, way better than the Rectonite figure, and I think the Rectonite figure is kind of obsolete compared to this one. Not saying that it was terrible, but this new version is in fact way better than the original Rectonite version. So overall, the articulation on this guy is the same. I'm not so sure if I went over it in my original video, but since he is also a parts former, he can disconnect his pieces and everything. So he has a ball joint on the head. He can close this region, which actually looks really cool. He's got a peg right here which can turn all around. He has a hinge joint at the feet/arm area and a hinge joint on that little peg right there, and then the same thing applies right here, pegs and then hinge joints and everything. So overall this figure is actually really articulated. The feet are nicely articulated, and I really do like this new tail. It looks really cool. It looks like lava actually coming out of this figure at times. So this figure, actually I'm not gonna pay attention too much to articulation that much because I think I've already gone over it, but overall just look at the detailing on this figure. It's impeccable. I really do like how it looks like. Just taking a look at the torso, we can see a nice rib cage with some magma details and stuff. It's like this Transformers made out of lava-ish. You can see some nice detailing right here for the skull and everything. It looks really nice for the Triceratops skull. Right here we get some more detailing right here on the back, and it's mostly the same. We can see that the black slowly fades into red. I really do like it when Transformers do look like that, when the concept characters look like that. It looks really cool. I like all of these concept character Transformer figures. They look so really great. Just taking a look at the chest region and the whole body, it looks really nice. It gives me those lava vibes. So if I am gonna make a diorama of like a whole lava area, I am so putting this guy right there. And I really hope that now that Kingdom is over, and then Hasbro does have the opportunity with the new Legacy line, they can create a version of the Paleotrex and a version of Wingfinger, but done in this magma color, which I think it would be really great. Which they are doing a repaint of Paleotrex in a Spinosaurus form instead of T-Rex, and they are doing a repaint of Ractonite, but instead of a Triceratops or Syrachosaurus, they're doing a mammoth now. So for the Wreck and Rule collection for Legacy, so I will be collecting those just because I really like the mold. But this figure looks absolutely amazing. The detail on it is really great. Honestly, I really do like it. Now, putting the figure to the side, mostly focusing on what I got this figure mostly for was all of that, the blast effect accessories. They look amazing. So we get individual blast effects. We get two long streaked ones that do look like this, so I really do like how those look like. So we get two of those. We get two of these middle parts which do look like rocket engines at times, so we get those. And then we get two base pieces, which actually look really cool. I really like how they look like. I will be displaying this on my Kingdom War for Cybertron ARC, because the ARC figure did not have enough blast effect accessories, so I will be displaying those. And then for these ones, we get the same Omega Supreme ones. We get this fat one, we get this small one, this long fat one, and then we get this little short long one, and then we get these three, which are identical to one another. But mostly these next tinier accessories are actually what make this this not upgrade kit, this figure more like amazing. I really do like these little accessories. They look like tiny little explosions of the figure, like great for pictures and stuff. This tiny little piece as well looks so great. This little piece looks like a little sliver of blast, and this one does too. Like it's about a little blast effect is about to emerge or something. Looks really great. So you could attach this piece like so, or even use like this piece as well. So overall, you have like a nice range of options to display these blast effects. And honestly, it looks really cool just having it just like that. It looks really cool. But honestly, I'd prefer a longer blast effect to just really make this figure stand out more. Probably one like this, or right there just looks like a punch in slow motion. But honestly, the blast effects look really great. I will be displaying this mostly on the figures that look like they're gonna get beat up the most. And now I'm just gonna bring in some Autobots to show you how to incorporate the blast effects. Here we have both Hot Rod and Optimus Prime right here not for a comparison, but for a blast effect tutorial. I did want to show you these blast effects. You can customize them any way you want, and you can peg them in. So I'm just gonna probably use one like this. I'm just gonna peg it into Optimus Prime like so. We can see that it really looks really cool. Honestly, in person it looks nice, but on the camera, honestly, it kind of thinks like it looks more like to life, honestly, on the camera. But nevertheless, we could keep adding more blast effects on these guys. We could probably add like a small one for Hot Rod's little pistol right here, which actually looks really cool. I like how it looks like, and it gives me more G1 vibes. If you have more G1 characters to add to this, that is great. You could add more in the background, firing on, or even use Decepticons and stuff. And now to incorporate like the explosion blast effects, like for example, you could get one like this and like peg it on any of these ports, which now it makes sense why there are ports on these figures to make it look like they got exploded on somewhere. So now it makes sense why there are some ports on these figures. I honestly did not know why, but now I do. So it's just so that we can get those little details and stuff right there. And honestly, sometimes it looks cool, but some blast effects like this little green one don't really look all that great. So these figures actually look really cool. I will just be displaying Optimus Prime and Hot Rod together like this. Honestly, I think they do make a dynamic duo, Hot Rod and Optimus Prime together, or Hot Rod, Bumblebee, and Optimus Prime. all those three together actually do make a fine trio right there. So that was just how you incorporate some of the blast effects. So, and now back to Tricranius. I did want to show you that he is a same mold as his counterpart, Ractonite. And Ractonite, she had this mold, while Tricranius, he has the same mold. So we can clearly see that these two figures, they look really nice. And comparing to the other fossilizer figures such as Paleotrex, we can clearly see that Paleotrex is in fact taller, just as he was with Ractonite. And then the same thing can be said with Wingfinger being the tallest of the bunch. And honestly, it looks really cool. And I did remember that there is a version of Paleotrex, a transparent purple version came with the Kingdom Megatron. So I will try to collect that figure if I can, so that I could have at least some sort of colorful version of the combiner. So to transform this guy is really simple. So let's start the transformation. So you're gonna come to the main region, and then you're gonna have to disengage every single body piece. So you're gonna disengage this head, this arm, this tail whip, the body from the arm, and then this region right here. Okay, so I recommend starting with the legs right here. You're gonna get this piece right here. You're gonna unfold it like so, untab it just like how the original one was, and bring this piece in. Gonna tab that inside that slot right there, just like so. Once we have that done, we're gonna then put our attention toward this region. We're gonna close Ractonite's head right here, and then we're just gonna have to peg this region right here, and we can clearly see how the body is forming. It looks really nice. And then we could add these pieces like so. We could just add them like so, just peg them in, fold these pegs right there. Do the same thing on this side, fold those pegs right there, reattach these pieces because they did deattach. Have them folded in a certain way to create some nice poses. Put this little rubbery tail piece right there, and then finally the last piece you're gonna fold in this part right here where the mouth is, and then you're gonna fold this in where the Triceratops head is, and there we have Tricranius fully transformed in that Triceratops mode. And honestly, this looks really cool. Gives me some Jurassic Park vibes. So glad to have a Triceratops in the Transformers collection. I really do like how it does look like. Now, of course, this figure is blast effect compatible. We can grab like the impact blast accessory like that we had on Optimus. We could put on Tricranius. Looks like something exploded her from certain angles. Just looks like she got exploded right there. Or we can just add like probably one like this, which honestly looks more like a little starfish eating him or something. But this figure looks really cool. Just to check out the detailing on the head, where the head is concerned. I really do like it. Same sculpt, except the crest region is entirely different, so I won't pay much attention to the sculpt work that much. But obviously this figure is really cool. Out of the two, this new one is very better than Tricranius, and I think both of them together, just both in bot mode and dinosaur mode, they do look really nice. And I will showcase right now the comparison between the two. But just before we do that, I did want to tell you that this figure, he is exclusive only to Hasbro Pulse for about $30, and he should be around 20, but the reason he is 30 is because he does come with all of these extra blast effects, which honestly I think they make up for the price. They are really fun to play with. If you have more G1 characters and more Transformers in general, they actually are really fun to play with. So now let me give you my final comparison between Ractonite and Tricranius, tell you which one is better. So for a size comparison between the two, we can clearly see that they are both the same size, just the crest is really the main difference about these figures. But overall, I really do like how they look. Like they look really nice with one another. You could have them like this, or you could even have them headbutting if you want. And honestly, it looks really cool. I think the Triceratops will win. It would just snap this whole region off and just finish Ractonite off. I really do like how how this figure does look like. And honestly, just this figure without the crest looks kind of cool. It gives me some Rhino vibes. Oh my god, probably Hasbro might even just reuse this mold without the crest to make a Rhino. Who knows? But honestly, I feel like Hasbro might do that. They're stingy enough to do that. But honestly, this figure looks really cool. I really do like both of the figures. I really do like them. They actually won my way in. They won their way into my heart, and I really do like how they do look like. As far as we can see, this is mostly out of bone, and this one is like stone and magma. So I really do like this one better. Sorry, Recognize, you're just not as good as this one. But this figure actually looks really cool. So now let me give you my final thoughts of Ractinite. So overall, this figure is an absolute must-have figure. I recommend having him in your collection. I really do like this figure. It was so amazing. I really liked how this figure is sculpted and everything. As I said, I think I said in my original Ractinite video, the Ractinite was also my first War for Cybertron character, FYI. But I really like the Ractinite mold, and I really do like this new Tricranius mold. It looks so good. I'm so happy that I got this figure. I do not regret it at all. The blast effects are really great, and oh, I just forgot to leave this out. That just as Ractinite can, and so can the other fossilizers, she can combine with the other ones to make the big combiner, and also is compatible with any War for Cybertron or Studio Series 86 figure that can combine with her or anything. So you could use this figure to also combine. So since it is the exact same mold, I just forgot to leave that out. Well, I just thank you for watching. Please subscribe, leave a nice comment, and until my next review, which is more than likely a War for Cybertron video, probably Rat Trap or Pipes, Tigertron or Rhinox, or maybe Studio Series Thundercracker, I don't know. But until my next review, I will see you then. Thank you all for watching.